Alrighty, PG-13, this is G.I. Joe 2000, and for the next year, 2001, I also have 9 figures, 4 vehicles out of the 5, because there's 5 is the base, so there's only 4 vehicles for next year, or for the 2001 year. Now we're just going to do some version comparisons, and we're just going to do with the original that we have for the year, starting with Big Ben SAS. Now, Big Ben was introduced in 1991, the original version, and that looks like a pretty cool version. Then we have the 2000 version, which is all winter geared up, so that is a pretty awesome looking version. Now, Rip It is actually based off of the first Cobra tank driver, that is the 1983. However, this chest piece always wears off, so hard to find one that is like this. And I think someone actually said it's like a marker they use instead of paint. Could be wrong, but Sharpie it up, buddies. Get the Sharpie out. So Rip It. Rip It also has another version, 2007, and he's all black. So that's a cool version to look for. I never knew that until I actually looked. So it's like, there's more versions. So that you would get 3 different type of his tank drivers, which is pretty cool. So there's something we learned today. Now, the Rock Viper. There is another one for Python Patrol that's in the later years that looks like this version. But this version here does not look like the Rock Viper. So this is what I mean when Hasbro changes names of figures. You know, if you're gonna... This is a pretty cool figure. I mean, look at the skull face. So that is an awesome looking figure. But, oh well. And it is cool, like, there is some cool figures in the later years, so, all you vintage collectors out there, you know, you might be interested in some of these awesome looking figures, like Big Ben. You like the winter figures. Well, there's more winter figures. Now, Lampreys, or Lamprey, the Lamprey Driver, this is a cool version. There's lots of other versions. We've already seen them in some of my other videos in the past. But the Rock Viper here, we forgot to say what year he was. He was a 1990 year, so, and that is a cool year. Now, the Lampreys, this is 85, and I do remember that Christmas of 85, my auntie that passed away did get me the Cobra Hydrofoil with Lampreys and a Cobra Soldier. So, that was an exciting time. So, love the 80s. 80s figures rocked. And that's why we go into the future as well as into the past. Now, I told ya, Wild Bill's hat was in the room. It's actually right on the desk here, or tabletop. So, we found Wild Bill's hat. He left his hat. Now, they did actually get it right. They put the Union instead of the Confederate outfit. But they should have put that on the racist. Cross country, he's a racist. Can't show the back due to cultural sensitivity. But oh well, it doesn't matter. He's a racist. Cross country got kicked off. Yeah, Joe. He came to work in a racist uniform. So Wild Bill's awesome. He is the chopper pilot for the Locusts, known as the Dragonfly. You know, the Dragon Raptor. Think of some new names. Now, there's a lot of cool futuristic jets that are being made and produced, and the U.S. is going to kick the crap out of some communist ass right away. So you communists think you got your 5th or 6th generation? Wait till the Americans bring out what they got. You're gonna get roasted. Hypersonic jets, they have it. And it doesn't take them long to get even more cool stuff. Now my Wild Bill here, I customized him. I painted his gloves and hat black because I thought that looks better on a cowboy. So I do have an original one somewhere, but I've probably taken them apart for parts just for the fun of it. Now you guys gotta move out of the way before we get some dominoes here. Alrighty, so Storm Shadow was one of the awesome figures, and you know, you can see Storm Shadow. I love the ninjas, you know, back in the 80s. The ninjas. They got Ninja Turtles, ninjas. But you see, like, when they do this crap, where you can't twist the chest. And I did drill on this, just to see. So I think I either probably glued them back together. Just with some cheap glue, so if I have to take them apart again. Because there's no way to change the O-rings without breaking them. So this year is pretty crappy. I mean, even I have the red version and stuff of this one, and I had another version like this one, but I don't like them. They started doing that in the 90s, doing cheaping out. Now we do have the 2023 version and the 92 version, the Chinese version. So again, I would really love to open this, but we just might. I'm probably going to, because the cards are so crappy. So Storm Shadow was one of my favorites, and well, Cobra Saboteur though is my favorite of all time, but Storm Shadow as well. And we always have to pull out Satan. The Black Major Customs also looks like the Cobra Ninja. So I do love the ninjas. Satan's coming for the communists. Yet the communists have a missile named Satan. Their biggest nuke. You dumb communist bastards. Anyways, so you can see the ninjas are awesome. You know, they should have made more Ninja Vipers in the red like this one, like Satan. They could have done that with the Storm Shadow that they just made. I would have bought them for sure. Now the Argentina Satan is worth a couple $1,000s, but he's hard to find. And well, if you got that kind of money, you might want to buy some other figures instead of just the one, unless you really want to get Satan. Satan's coming. Now Law and Order, that's an awesome figure to have, you know. He's always busting some dreadnought chops. So, oh yes, the dog. We forgot the dog for the comparison. Do we have time for that? Oh no. Where did he go? So Law and Order is a pretty awesome figure to have. And, well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to do the comparison. See, this awesome looking German Shepherd looks pretty cool. Similar head sculpt, but he actually looks better. So, but I do like the original as well. The dogs, the hounds of hell are coming for you, communist bastards. So, the law. Donald's high-priced hookers. Now, I don't understand, you know, Donald wasn't the accountant. If his accountant paid for his hookers with money that wasn't Donald's, well, Donald had a lot of money, so why would he rip off his own campaign? That doesn't make sense. So Donald didn't make a mistake, his accountant did, and you're not liable for your accountant's mistakes. Now Dusty, that's right, otherwise all you politicians would be in prison. How many mistakes do your accountants do make? Anyways, Dusty, awesome. The 1985 version looks the best, you know. He looks like a stone cold killer. But again, I do love the They should have had some more of the desert camouflage. This version of Dusty, I don't mind the berets as well, but it's got to be more maroon for the airborne color. I think they disbanded the airborne devils. We need some more airborne devils. They were too devilish. And Duke, I think they tried to base him more off the movie that came out. So again, Hasbro made the Sunbow animated Duke. And let's see how retarded his face looks. And we don't have discrimination against anyone with the retardation, but there's always varying degrees of retardation, and well, I'm gonna say I've got a little bit of that. Only my doctor burned my file. Couldn't get my tax claim for my ADHD, my retardation. So, anyways, damn, you know what? Anyways, so this Duke Sunbow, gotta have fun in the videos, otherwise it's just not fun. And we don't discriminate against anyone, because we're all discriminated against anyways. I'll discriminate against myself. I'll discriminate against myself. Can't even speak properly in the morning. Anyways, Duke's awesome looking. He looks like he's... I don't know what they did with his face. They just should have left it the same. The body sculpt looks pretty good. But his face, I don't look like he's taking a dump or something. Looks like Mr. Rogers. There you go. If you could zoom in on that. He's got the Mr. Rogers look on his face. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. But dead serious that my doctor did get rid of my file, ADHD, so I couldn't get claim my taxes or go back 15 years, get my tax. But there's records somewhere else that I can get to, so I could still get that regardless if he burned my file or not, that bastard. They're hiding my identity. They're making me disappear. So Duke, this Duke doesn't really look too good. I don't know what kind of head sculpt they're going for here, but for the next year anyways, I told you I do have 9 figures out of the 21 again, and we will be looking at that for 2001. I hope you enjoy the videos, and I hope you have some fun, and everybody's got a little bit of everything, and you know, it's all that mercury they put in our shots. Have some more canned drinks. We need some aluminum for the brain. This video was not brought to you by Pepsi. There's no product placement here. No product placement at all. Make sure you get your Hasbro figures. You still might be able to find this one on eBay. And you can still buy this at the Hasbro Pulse. And, well, they still have the Cobra Soldiers. The Cobra Soldiers. I love the Cobra Soldier too. And the Cobra Officer, well, they did make well. Quick product placement plug for Hasbro. The Cobra Soldier